Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Monali Savrambai bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. The memory of these 50 years would not be complete without reference to theatre, music and singing. In this house in Jain has always believed in what Don Bosco said. A house without music is a body without a soul. And also what he said about the theatre. It's an excellent means to reach the body that we can waste. Thus, within the framework of the 50th anniversary of the Salesian presence in the city of Jain on June 26, a Salesian evening was held in the sports courts of the Poligono del Valle with the presence of musical and theatrical groups that have formed and are part of the house during these 50 years, and in a family atmosphere and full of joy. In the oratorio of Valdoco, Don Bosco promoted music, dance and theatre as educational resources that, to him personally, had earned him the friendship of his peers in his youthful years. In the oratorio they were present, instrumental and choral music, walks and excursions, sports, children's theatre. Seeking the preventive rather than the repressive, he sought a way to avoid punishment, putting the child in an environment through which he would be able to be the best one could be. It was a pleasant, friendly and comprehensive way of approaching education. They share from the Salesian house. The City Council of Monzon celebrated this Saturday an institutional act of recognition to the work that the Salesian congregation has done in the city for 70 years since they began to direct the Salesian school Santo Domingo Savio. With a simple act in the San Francisco Auditorium, which was attended by municipal representatives, the Salesian community and different representatives of the educational community, the congregation and the companies to which it is linked through its training programs, the City Council recognized a work that goes far beyond the educational, forming and good part of the generations of this city and being involved in its development for decades, said the Councillor for Education, Nuria Moreno. In order to promote awareness of non-discrimination and equal treatment among young people, the Angel Thomas Foundation, FISAT, is developing in Cartagena a community and intercultural awareness project with young people financed by the Ministry of Inclusion, Social Security and Migration through the Asylum Migration and Integration Fund. This initiative emerges as a tool of social cohesion for the improvement of coexistence at the local level aimed at young people of different origins between the ages of 14 and 20 through training and intercultural encounter actions as well as the empowerment of the participants as agents of change. The program will be developed throughout 2021, which will benefit almost 300 young people from educational centers or social entities of the city of Cartagena, participating in workshops and training sessions as well as in community actions. On Friday, June 18, Joan Miguel Valiente, representative of the Football Federation of the Valencian community, visited the Salesian school San Juan Bosco in Valencia. This visit has been very important for all the athletes of the extracurricular activity of futsal, since it has meant the recognition of the Federation and the Municipal Sports Foundation of Valencia of the work well done in the education in values that is being worked in the sport since the beginning of the activity. The representative of the Federation presented the trophies for fair play to 3 of the Salesian teams. These trophies are recognized by the referees and educators of the opposing teams in each match. Both Joan Miguel Valencia and Joan Perez, director of the school, thanked the athletes and coaches present at the event for the great effort made in a year as complicated as the one that has ended. The Sanctuary of Mary Help of Christians in Madrid hosted a historic day for the Salesian congregation in Spain. 6 young people from the Santiago El Mayor's Inspectorate cast their perpetual vows as Salesian of Don Bosco. Luis Alvarez Rodriguez, Juan Carlos Anso Diego, Luis Javier Barajas Gonzalez, Diego Borbola Jimenez, Jesus Garcia Santos and Luis Manuel Pernas Goy. Salesians, family, friends and members of the Salesian family accompanied these young people on such a special day. Hundreds of people also joined the live stream on YouTube. The celebration was presided over by the Inspector of Salesian's SSM, Fernando Garcia. Following the presentation of the candidates, the inspector addressed them in his homily to encourage them to make their lives authentic, credible and fraternal because we are called to be witnesses. He reminded them that the inspectorate needs them. You are not called to play a role, but to be living a memory of Don Bosco in every circumstance, in every situation. He invited them to see the founder of the congregation as father, teacher and model of vocational fidelity because he always lived close to Jesus with the trust placed in Mary. His last request was that they spend doing good, healing, welcoming, listening, carrying a timely word, especially to young people. The FMA province of Mary Help of Christians, Kolkata, marked a new beginning on June 24, 2021, with its 7th provincial Sister Lilama Pali Parambil taking charge. The installation ceremony took place in the Provincial House Chapel, Dum Dum, amid the Provincial Council members. Kolkata Salesian Provincial Father Joseph Poria presided over the solemn Holy Eucharist with the parish priest of St. Patrick's Church, Dum Dum, and other Salesians. Summer has begun, a time of rest and recreation, necessary to breathe and recharge batteries. They will be days of vacation and perhaps of reunion with friends and family that for weeks or months we have not seen or with whom we have not lived as we could have liked, even more so considering where we came from, a pandemic that has restricted our social gatherings. Since March of last year, it has been very difficult months, but there are always some positive teachings to be drawn. In this time, we have learned the importance of taking care of ourselves and others, especially, of course, those people who matter most to us. Caring for others always implies an attitude of service that involves sacrifices. The pandemic, as we mentioned earlier, can serve a graphic and enlightening example. We have spent a long time without relating to people who fill our lives, but who we have had to protect and care for, sacrificing precisely the encounter with them. Caring for the other means, in a way, giving up ourselves, what we would like, what the body would ask of us, and it is done for the sake of the other. It is just another way of loving. The Centro de Estudios Superiores, CES, Don Bosco in Madrid expands its training offer for the next academic year, 2021 to 2022. Aimed at graduates in primary education who come from any university, the CES Don Bosco will offer the possibility of taking a course to increase the possibilities of employability and versatility of the teachers who take it. This course will open the doors to teach in educational areas that, with only the degree of graduate in primary education, would not be possible. Currently, this degree allows to give classes in social sciences, nature sciences, mathematics, language or artistic education. To these branches, the course arts fields or mentions in hearing and language, physical education, music education, foreign language, English and therapeutic pedagogy. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.